Why I won't be getting the Apple credit card. If you're an Apple fan, you might be interested in getting the company's credit card. The Apple Card is a new credit card from Apple that offers some great features and benefits for users. Here's what you need to know about the Apple Card. There's a video we'll be sharing with you the latest view on why I won't be getting the Apple credit card. So make sure you stay tuned till the end. The Apple Card. The much ballyhooed new venture from technology giant Apple Inc. became available in August 2019. Technically, a MasterCard with Goldman Sachs as the issuing bank, it's not entirely a new kind of credit card, as Apple's press release breathlessly claims. The Apple Card is a credit card that can be used anywhere that accepts Apple Pay. It's basically a physical version of Apple Pay, which the company's mobile payment system. But it does offer a slightly new take on earning cash rewards, paying back a percentage of purchases in cash rewards daily, a somewhat innovative user experience, operating as both a mobile payment instrument and a physical card, some financial planning features, and a refreshing lack of hidden charges. But it also has some potential drawbacks that consumers should be aware of before signing up. The main downside of the Apple Card is that it's very limited in where you can use it. The card will only be accepted at retailers that accept Apple Pay, and there aren't that many of them. Not all merchandisers accept the mobile app at their point of sale, so you will need both your iPhone and your card when you're shopping. Additionally, your Apple Card account will always be tied to your iPhone and won't likely ever be in sync with other devices like an Android. Apple Card is only available on the iPhone 6 and above, which is also one of the major drawbacks of this card. If you're not an iPhone user, this card is not for you. The Apple Card offers a lower credit limit than the other cards on the market, which can be a problem if you are a heavy spender. The credit limit is determined by your creditworthiness, so if you have good credit, you may be able to get a higher limit. However, the limited acceptance and lack of features compared to the other cards on the market may make it less attractive to some consumers. Though Apple promises to expand its purchasing options, the truth is that they are still quite limited. This can be problematic, especially if you live in a more rural area where there may not be many options for places that accept Apple Pay or Apple Card. This lack of flexibility can be frustrating for consumers who have come to expect more from such a large and well-known company. While the daily cash reward is a great perk, some other credit cards offer much better deals. Some offer up to 5% back on purchases quarterly, but purchases can be made in several categories of the merchandisers, such as grocery stores, restaurants, and gas stations. This means that if you spend a lot in any of these categories, you could potentially earn a lot more cash back than with the Apple Card. Apple gives you multiple ways to redeem the daily cash rewards you earn. The catch is that if you want to redeem for anything other than statement credit, you will need an Apple Cash Card account. It's not difficult to set this up through the Wallet app, but it's an extra step that's worth nothing. Another potential downside of the Apple Card is that it only offers 3% back on Apple and select merchant purchases, 2% back on some other purchases like groceries, hotels, and restaurants. But there's also an issue with 3% cash back with some brand, for example. Nike. 3% daily cash is not available at Nike branded stores outside of the United States. Panera Bread. 3% daily cash is not available at Panera locations outside the US and excludes orders made on third-party apps, plastic gift card purchases made online, and gift card purchased through the bulk gift card program. Walgreens. 3% daily cash is not available at Sprint Express and independent health service providers, including Walgreens Optical and Walgreens Hearing, or for orders made on third-party delivery apps. One of the biggest potential drawbacks of the Apple Card is its variable interest rate. While the interest rate on the card is generally competitive with other cards on the market, it can vary widely from 13.24% to 24.24%. That's a much wider range than most other cards with variable rates, which means that if your credit score isn't great, you could end up paying a lot more in interest than you would with another card. Another potential downside is that the card doesn't offer any sort of introductory APR period. So if you're looking to make a big purchase and then pay it off over time without accruing interest, you will need to look elsewhere. This can make it difficult to manage your finances if you need to carry a balance from month to month. While the Apple Card does offer some advantages, such as payment options and financial education, it might not be the best option for everyone. While the Apple Card does also offer a financial health promotion program that can help you pay down your balance faster, it's only available to card holders in the US. So if you live outside of the States, you won't be able to take advantage of this perk. Another downside of the card is that it may be difficult to obtain if you don't have a good credit history. Additionally, while Apple touts no late payment fees, the reality is that you could be charged additional interest on your balance if you are late with payments. As such, it's important to read the fine print in the contract before signing up for the card. Doing so can help you avoid any surprises down the road. Another drawback of the Apple Card is that it offers no travel rewards. This can be a major disappointment for many credit card users who are looking forward to using their points toward flights, hotels, and restaurants. There are several major credit cards that offer point transfers to use toward these expenses. So if you are someone who enjoys these perks, then the Apple Credit Card may not be right for you. The Apple Credit Card has no annual fee. However, this also means that there are no perks or benefits that come with being a card holder. When compared to other credit cards on the market, this can be a significant drawback, as many of them offer valuable rewards and perks such as cashback, points toward travel, and exclusive access to events and experiences. The card lives entirely on your iPhone in Apple's Wallet app, where you can easily see how you are spending your money, pay your balance, and more. There's also a physical titanium card for instances in which you are unable to use your phone to make a purchase. There are benefits and drawbacks that come with having a credit card that's so dependent on your phone. If you lose access to your phone, for example, the process of paying your balance and locking your card isn't as seamless as it would be on competing cards. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to get the Apple Credit Card comes down to personal preference. If you are someone who doesn't mind foregoing some of the traditional credit card perks, then it could be a good option for you. However, if you're looking for a card that offers more in terms of rewards and benefits, then you might want to consider another option. Just be aware of the limitations before you apply. Are you an Apple fan? If you are a real Apple fan, it must be really tempting to get the Apple Credit Card. But is it worth it? What are your thoughts about getting the Apple Credit Card? Share your opinion with us in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. So, that's all for today's video, guys. We hope this video helped you to make a smart decision.